Oj. Just came out of that. Ooh. Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, lingonberries. Haven't seen those in the wild before. Wow. Look at the size of this one. Yeah, let's do a check-in here in the blueberries. Hello. I kind of decided on a whim to go on a hike that's close to the airport here. I was looking at the map of all the hikes that are around here, and I noticed that there is one that's super close to the airport, and it's around 9 kilometers round trail that goes through the forest that I'm in right now, and then along a lake, and then circles back to the airport. And I was like, why not? Maybe I'm also gonna see some landing or planes taking off, which could be really cool. And I also didn't expect that there would be so many blueberry bushes. I am in heaven. This is so nice. Even though the beginning was a little confusing, a little weird, because you had to go basically to access the trail. You need to go through all of the parking lots connected to the airport, and then you get to a road that's supposed to be the start, and you go you go along it for a bit, but then you need to get off the road onto this forest trail that I'm in right now, and it was a little confusing where exactly you need to turn, because it showed you then after a bit you get to a crossroads, and one way it said it was a private road, and the next one ended around 100 meters in front, because there was a fence and someone's house or something, and the map showed that you should turn before that compound of the buildings, but there was nowhere to turn and you couldn't see it on the map. And then I found out that you need to go all the way to the gate, to the fence, and then the trail goes along the fence for a bit, and then it starts veering off into the forest. So fortunately I managed. I was a little freaked at first, so maybe this is all bust and now I need to go back. But yeah, this might be me talking for a little too much. Maybe I'm gonna continue and then check in at a later time to tell you how I'm doing. Okay, check-in at around the halfway point, I think. I'm in the middle of the forest, and getting here was really dramatic actually. I got off the forest path on this like macadam path, like gravel on like a gravel road that I was supposed to continue for a bit, and I think I saw a moose, so I freaked out. I think it was like running into the forest from the gravel road, so I freaked out and tried to get out of there as quickly as possible, because I don't know if there were some other ones or if it was alone. If it looked kind of small, so it might have been, or I don't know, if it was a baby. I don't think it was a baby, but it was like, it didn't look like a complete adult. So I got really afraid and I just bolted out of there and continued on the gravel road. But after a while we were supposed to get off on another forest path, and because I was still stressed and everything, and the sign was just very small, I walked past it and continued on the gravel road for I think maybe a kilometer. And then I was like, this isn't right. Oh, I should have already turned away. And so I checked the GPS, and unfortunately the app that I have on my phone doesn't show the trail, but the version, if I open it in a browser, it shows it, but the GPS in the browser was messed up and I couldn't see myself. So I had to kind of so I had to figure out where I am and turn around and go back and really pay attention to if there is any sign on the right hand of the road, because that's where you're supposed to be turning. And fortunately, on the second try I found it, but I was freaked out the whole time because it was just a, you know, small forest path going through the middle of the forest. I was like, what if I see another moose? And this time it's gonna be close by. So I was just going through, really stressed, and now I got to this nice little I guess relax area, break area they put into benches. And from here I'm still in the forest, and like the forest is gorgeous, but I couldn't really enjoy the views that much because I was just, is there a moose, you know? So also it looks like not many people really go on this path because it's very overgrown. Bushes, grass, just like everything. So in some parts it was also quite difficult to walk through it. So I think I'm gonna continue to the lake and then maybe check out there. And there I'm gonna do a longer break and eat something probably, or I'll see, I don't know. Yeah, so see you later. Apparently there were mills here all the way in the 17 or 1600s. I can hear the planes but can't see them. I'm on the taking off path because they're taking off towards the south today, and I can hear them but I cannot see them. Yeah, another one flew away. As you can see, I made it to the lake, and I'm gonna take a little longer break here because I am kind of hungry, so I'm gonna eat some and then continue the rest of the way. I'm not sure how far it is at this point, but I think I should be like 2/3 in, so 3 kilometers or something. I'm like 11,000 steps in at this point. Yeah, so lunchtime.